Well, hello one and all. Just getting settled in for the second leg of this first round tie. It is one that has supplied us with plenty to mull over since the end of the first leg. Preparations in progress. Here is where we're up to. Having lost in front of their own fans, the visitors come here desperately needing a result. It should, in theory, set up a really interesting game with them having to go on the offensive from the outset. That, I'm sure, is what the crowd anticipates. It's one! Diomande. Can he oh, that is asking for trouble. This is gone, that's a foul. Moves into some space. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Has a go! Diomande tries a shot! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Goes for it! Goal! Rangers! And it's Rangers who take the lead. The Teddy Bears take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. And he just whacks it away. Saka tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. He's off on a marauding run.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
I needed a better pass there. Goes for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Fernandes, Vinicius Junior, Saka, big chance! And he's found the net! Real Madrid are level. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Real Madrid go into the lead. Suta. Well, the scoreline is tight. The tie right on a knife edge. Plenty waiting in the middle. Good turn. Going for goal! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Tavernier! They've played it short. Hit into the middle. Well read, he sorted that out.
There's been quite a few crosses coming in from that left-hand side. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Up to meet it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lobs it in gently. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Rangers seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Messi. Mbappe. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bellingham plays a clever pass. Mbappe has a shot! Goal! Real Madrid! And the comeback is complete! Your thoughts?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
Real Madrid on 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And it's played forward. Diomande. Gorgeous control there. A chance to play it in. That's great strength on the ball.
Rangers really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what? Has a hit! Rashford tries to clear. Fires from distance. Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Gets away, goes for goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Tchouaméni gets it back. Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior hits that long. Diomande. Over to the left. Saliba. The whistle goes for half-time. Real Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Real Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Danilo. He's gone for it! There it is! Rangers back on level terms! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Rangers has a pop! Ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Mbappe cut out in the nick of time.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Tchouaméni drives it forward, out to the right. Beautifully done. And it's Messi. Matondo. goes looking. Danilo plays it long. And the finish! In for the pieces! Alexander-Arnold tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Good ball. It's a real chance! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
This has gone, presumably for offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
The hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
And he's going long. Well positioned to make that interception. Alexander-Arnold. Saliba. There's a foul. Free kick's been given. Bellingham. Fernandez drives it forward. Vinicius Junior. A chance from a corner. Suter is there and he can get that clear. He's had a shot! Saka, another chance! Goal! Real Madrid! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Mbappe. Tavernier gets into the right position to intercept. Keeper's got good distance on that. Questions were asked. He's given the answers. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Bellingham! Shooting chance! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's Salah. Chance! It's up to head it! In for the follow-up! Did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
That's just top-notch, showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
And the finish! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed.
And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Fran Garcia. Alexander-Arnold. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. A real chance to break. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Aarons. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that's put paid to a promising move. Saka. Mbappe. Oh, the ball's come loose.
Sutar just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
He's looked long this time. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Raskin. That had to be more accurate. Now the counter. He's left his man. Surely has a hit. He has done it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Real Madrid blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Going for goal! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
That's just a great finish, but...
And there goes the final whistle. So that's the first round done, and on we go. Your reflections then, Jim?
Real Madrid simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early.
Aduh, berapa pertandingan lagi? 5 sih, 4 nih.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as Tesco Peter, the keeper just received an A+ grade.
That'll be a throw-in. Fernandez. Bellingham. Mbappe. Now the counter. Real Madrid were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Breaks on here. He's through the middle. Mbappe. Mbappe decides to play it back. And here's Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Rayo Vallecano really are. Camilo!
Fernandez drives it forward. And here's Messi. Mbappe hits one! Goal! Real Madrid! And Real Madrid are ahead!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Done very well to intervene. Rayo Vallecano coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
Garcia spreads it towards the left. Dinks one in. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Real Madrid looking to widen the gap even further here. Alec is trying the shot. That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Has a quick glance. Camilo! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Just brushed off the ball there. Looks to thread it through. Saka. Lejeune. Hardly anything between the sides. And it's 1-0. And Garcia! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Garcia brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Keeper sends it forward. Saliba cuts it out. He'll try from distance. Real Madrid are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Hoists it high. That'll be a corner. Vinicius Junior hoists it forward. He's got through. Mbappe. And he just whacks it away. That's a throw. Chouameni. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chance to break. Good ball. And we've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Real Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's found its way to him. Fernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He slid it through.
Real Madrid making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Looks to play him in. It's a minor communications breakdown. Lopez. Oscar drives it towards the front. Defenders on the back foot. Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! And that has been cleared. Alexander-Arnold. Beautifully done. Looking for a decent ball in. What a throw in. Lovely bit of skill there. Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the massive leap! Delivery, no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Fernandez gets into the right position to intercept. He's got through. Now it's Mbappe. Gets away from his opponent. Going for goal! It's the wrong outcome.
Saka seems absolutely shocked and annoyed. Did all the hard work and failed to make it count.
Oscar tries to get it forward quickly. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That is as far as they're going to go. All the way back and they start again. Oscar.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe, real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up for the header! Oh, nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Hoists it forward. Camelo. Garcia. Alexander-Arnold does well there. Alert.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Over to the other flank. Esquino.
was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Oscar. Over to the left. Right through the middle. Now he's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Kimmich. Saka. Mbappe, looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Lopez making use of the space out wide. Floats one over.
Rayo Vallecano are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Now it's Saka. Oscar definitely fell there. Gravenberg. He goes long.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oscar. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Lejeune. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cheers. Rayo Vallecano don't have many options and time is running out. They need to get it in quick. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Real Madrid hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scorelines.
Four teams. We're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point. Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Deportivo can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Messi. Saka. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Lovely feet. And the weighted pass. Saka. Messi tries to get it forward quickly. Gets into a dangerous position. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And it's got through. Bellingham. And back out it comes. He's had a shot! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Ah,
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Mbappe really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
Escudero does well to read it and intercepts. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. So much on it, and that's the keeper's. Jurado drives it forward. Fernandez goes looking. Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Shot at goal! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Messi weighed up the options and picked the wrong one.
Jurado gets into the right position to intercept. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Still goalless at the moment. Jurado plays it forward. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Messi. Bellingham spreads it towards the left. Knocks it away. Hits one! And the keeper barely had to move.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Oh, good interception. Jurado. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Saka. And he heaves it forward. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold up to meet it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. And he's there to hoof it away. Bellingham. Now it's Saka. Messi. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Navarro with a searching ball. And it's been taken straight back. Jurado. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Saka. It's come loose. Bellingham. Dinks one in. Here comes the corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior. Oh, they can break here. Going through. Cut out in the nick of time. Saka. Vinicius Junior gets the better of his man. Chance. Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Coutinho. that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Real Madrid may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Real Madrid playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. Bellingham. Tchouaméni, forward it goes.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Navarro, it's being played forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Stoichkov looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tchouaméni, Coutinho gets it back. A real chance to break. He's gone for it! It's a goal! And that really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Clearance and very necessary. Vinicius Junior. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, nice touch. Pumps it into the area. Cleared away. Fernandez pings it out wide. Saka. That's Saka.
Real Madrid are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Mbappe. Just brushed off the ball there. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Massive leap! It was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, it was a beautifully played cross and really should have seen something better in the end of it.
Navarro plays it forward. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And here's them. Chance! In it goes! Real Madrid are level.
And you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves the...
Has a hit! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Navarro gets it forward. Fran Garcia tries to stroke it through.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Real Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Coutinho tries to get it forward quickly. Vinicius Junior tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's got away. Shoots! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Deportivo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Shapes to shoot! It's a bit of a try. Real Madrid are running out of time to save themselves. And that's it. Real Madrid left with a mountain to climb. No option now but to win away. Real Madrid have it all to do in the second leg of the semi-final, having fallen behind in a closely contested but ultimately disappointing defeat on home soil. It has left their manager openly admitting that they are out-and-out underdogs ahead of today's action. Such talk was dismissed as mind games by his opposite number, who was quick to emphasise the tightness of the scoreline. Whatever they say, though, the 90 minutes ahead will tell the real tale. It is going to be extremely intense. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Relative comfort for the hosts, who just need to hold on. Visitors have some turning around to do, and will give it a big crack.
Well, Peter, I think the home side has the edge, but no more than that. I think a goal either way could have a significant bearing on a change of the home mood and of mindsets, and therefore we may see a tussle for quite control of this contest rather than an open-ended nail-biter.
We have already started here. Real Madrid were so disappointed to lose in front of their own fans in the first leg. The task is clear, they have to win. Saka, timely intervention, and the counter is on. Messi, fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Knocks it away.
Oh. Oh. Terus sebelah semakin mandi. Ya, sudah sebelah.
Bellingham. And he's there to hoof it away. Looking to break out here. Now can Soriano! We've got a goal! And it's Deportivo who take the lead.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deportivo have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? He's fouled him there. Alexander-Arnold considers his options. Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good ball. Real Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And that's been levered clear. Defenders on the back foot. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Stop from the keeper. The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Good ball, it's found its target. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It'll be a throw-in. Plays it out to the flank. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And here's the chance to counter. Vinicius Junior! Knocks it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Messi. Now it's Saka. And it's played forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Messi. He's had a look. Saka! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And that's been won straight back. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Has a pop! That has been cleared. Half-time in the semi-final. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Forward it goes. Let down by a lack of accuracy. They get a throw in. Saka drives it forward. Needed a better pass there. Navarro hoists it forward. Tchouaméni, and it's Messi. Forward it goes. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Messi gets wrestled off the ball. Saka gets up to head it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Has he picked him out? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Messi. Almost an hour gone. And here's Dembele. Fernandes is charging up on the overlap. Real Madrid can make their change now with a break in play. Two changes being made right now. Cleared without complication. Now it's Saka. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of...
Saka hits it! It's in! Real Madrid are level. Babman reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He's got the ball glued to his feet. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Deportivo making another change here. It's going to be another throw. Gorgeous control there. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Coutinho, and it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fernandes goes looking. Oh, he's broken through. Lovely bit of skill. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Finds himself eased off the ball. Oh, sweet feet.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looks to clip it forward, right through the middle. Tchouaméni, Alexander-Arnold, Saka, nicely measured pass.
Real Madrid are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Dembele, he's gone for it! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Dembele. Dembele lays it backwards, and they'll try again. And he's there to clear it.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Hits one! And in again! Clearance, very necessary.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Kula drives it forward. Mbappe. Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. Real Madrid are out. All square here, and they are gone. The first leg deficit proved not to be recoverable.